I love Cowboy Bebop, and when Netflix announced they were doing a live-action version of it, I think everyone was pretty worried because Netflix doesn't have the best live-action track record, but now we've seen a lot of information about the show. We've seen character posters, we've seen teasers, we also now have the full trailer for the show, and I'm personally not feeling confident in it at all whatsoever. And not only that, Daniella Pineda has been on social media trying to damage control, trying to act like she didn't insult fans, hoping to get people to like her before this show releases. I have a couple of different things I want to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I want to start off with this Cosmic Book News article. It says Cowboy Bebop full trailer is here. Daniella Pineda reacts. Now, I want to show off the full trailer in just a moment, but the article says Netflix has released the full Cowboy Bebop trailer, which offers a near 3-minute look at the upcoming series, and Daniella Pineda reacts on social media. So going on over to the official trailer, I'm not going to play the audio, I'm just going to show it off as I talk, but I actually don't think that a scene like that looks really bad. I think that clearly a lot of the budget went to the CGI, it went to the atmosphere in shots like this, and I think that shots like this are actually pretty good. I think the CGI is really good in this series, at least from what we've seen so far. The inside of the ship actually looks pretty good as well. I don't think that it looks that bad. But I definitely see a lot of cheesy moments throughout this trailer, and I expect a little bit of cheese from Cowboy Bebop. Obviously, there was a lot of humor in the original series, but I've talked about all of the teasers we've seen so far, and there's this ongoing theme throughout this where I feel like they don't do serious well. And what I mean by that is, yes, obviously, the original Cowboy Bebop series had a lot of humor. You had Faye, Ed, Ein, they were always up to something. There was a lot of comedy within Cowboy Bebop, but there was always a very serious tone as well because you had characters that were going through a lot. They were going through a lot of turmoil. I mean, Jet had lost, the woman he loved. Spike lost the woman he loved, dealing with old rivals and old people he knew. You had Faye, who didn't even know who she was, trying to figure that out. You had a lot of very serious moments in Cowboy Bebop, and watching this trailer, I get that feeling a little bit more than the other teasers, and I do genuinely hope they balance the comedy with the seriousness because I do think that's going to be extremely important, but I'm just not feeling Cowboy Bebop here. Now, after the last teaser, I got a very Scott Pilgrim versus the World feeling with this series. There was a lot of transitions in the last teaser, lots of different colors. They clearly were trying to make it feel like the anime in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I still get that atmosphere from this, but that's not what I expect from Cowboy Bebop. When I heard they were doing a Cowboy Bebop live action, I truly thought they were going to go in the direction of a Firefly. They were going to keep the comedy there, but it was going to have some serious tones. They'd put a lot of money into the CGI, a lot of money into the sets. It would look really good, but what I see here isn't that. I just see a lot of different sets that look very cheap, very rushed together. Just not a lot here in at least the atmosphere that feels to me to be very Cowboy Bebop. I've said it before, but I was hoping John Cho was going to be a good Spike because he's a pretty good actor, but he's just too old, and I don't think Cowboy Bebop fans are going to get over that. I just think they missed the mark with Spike. He's not supposed to be this old. It feels kind of weird. It just feels a little bit awkward because it's not like this story set 20 years after the original series, and I'm just disappointed with these characters in general. I don't like Faye's look. I think that unfortunately John Cho is too old to play Spike. I don't mind Jet so far, but we haven't really seen that much of him in all of these teaser trailers. And this is a big portion of the trailer that I wanted to talk about because this right here is infuriating because the costume designers and even Daniella Pineda, who plays Faye, came out months ago and attacked fans who were upset that they changed Faye's outfit. They were talking about how, oh, a real person needs to wear this, so we desexualized her costume, yet they've got her in this brand new dress that's even more revealing in ways than her yellow suit. This is honestly so freaking terrible that they went on for months about, oh, how fans were just being picky and we just needed to desexualize her because a real person needed to wear this costume, yet they've got her in a dress this revealing. And I have no problems with this red dress or her original costume, but these clowns came out and attacked people that simply wanted her outfit to be faithful to her original costume she wore in the anime. These are the reasons why I don't trust Hollywood or actors, because they'll attack fans constantly, but when the show rolls around, they show their hypocrisy. And again, as you're watching this trailer, in my opinion, a lot of the sets just look really cheap, and a lot of this show looks really low budget. I do think that they did pretty well with the CGI we've seen so far, with the ships and the lasers, and obviously a lot of the fighting. But like, the villains just look so over-the-top cheesy. The sets look over-the-top cheesy, and I just don't think it looks very good. And going back to the initial article I was showing off, it says, recall that following the first look images, Daniella Pineda attacked fans over their reaction to her look as Faye Valentine. First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6-foot double D breasts and a 2-inch waist, you know, they looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her. Yeah, well, if you actually look at her, description, Faye Valentine's official wiki page, she's only an inch taller than Daniella Pineda is. She's supposed to be like 5'6". So of course Daniella Pineda doesn't even know the character she's supposed to be playing. It says it's kind of weird, so they just went with my short ass. I know, am I right? She also said, you know, there was a lot of talk about, like, can we put Daniella in a time machine and maybe give her different parents so she has different genetic information to sort of make her look better? It proved to be too complicated. And the other thing that I wanted to bring up was I wanted to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. It's actors like her that make every other actor look bad, because she comes out and makes all of these statements and she clearly doesn't know about the character she's supposed to be playing, and now of course she's damage controlling, trying to act funny, trying to act like, oh my gosh, you guys should laugh at my posts. It says, however, Daniella Pineda seems to have changed her tune a bit and is more positive on her social media, which does include her unique sense of humor. Bebop trailer is here, Space Babies. She posted on Instagram, adding in her Instagram story screenshots of positive comments from fans, where she joked and included the image of slime on her hand, you, after you binge our show. Now, clearly we get what she's trying to reference here. This was in the trailer. It's supposed to just be like some sort of slime, but we get what she's trying to say. But she's trying to be so personable and relatable, like, oh my gosh, I can make funny jokes too. Don't you guys like me? You're gonna love our show. When clearly there's still a lot of people who aren't impressed with the trailers, who aren't impressed with the teasers, and making jokes like this, while yeah, they might be funny for 2 seconds, we all can see through your act. And again, I think some of the shots in this trailer looked pretty decent. I'm going to watch it when it comes out, or at least try to give it a shot. But look, there's a lot of Cowboy Bebop fans out there, and I'm one of them, like I've said, and we'd all love for this to succeed. But let's be real here. Not believing in Netflix's or any of Hollywood's track record on any adaptation isn't hating, it's being realistic. I want this to be a hit, but from everything we've seen, especially from past adaptations, they've twisted source material. So why not just make new shows inspired by this stuff? Not trying to take the old show and twist it around to be whatever you want it to be. Let classics be classics. So no, this isn't about hating or being a hater. It's about wanting this to be a faithful show, and I really want to love it. I truly do. I want this to come out and I want it to be amazing, but at this point, I don't have a lot of hope for it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.